B'ezrat Hashem, tonight we're going to be counting Tiferet Shebatiferet, the 17th day of the Omer. I mentioned that last week when we counted Gvura Shebagvura, and I mentioned that the week before that when we counted Chesed Shebechesed. Whenever you have the same Sfira, double, that's already Chazakah for a more powerful connection between the Sfirot. And we spoke yesterday and the day before the Tiferet, the way we're going to learn it now. There are many ways to interpret Tiferet. Right now we're talking about the Tiferet is beauty. When we have a combination of Tiferet and Tiferet, so would that be beauty and beauty? So it would be no. Rather, the teachings of Kabbalah explains that the midah of Tiferet is not necessarily beauty, rather the Tiferet is Emet, is midat ha-Emet. And where do we see that? Because we know that Yaakov Avinu was rooted in Sfirat Tiferet. And what does the prophet Micha say about Yaakov? Titen Emet leYaakov. That the midah of Emet was given to Yaakov. This can be found in the book of Micha, chapter 7. And this is a very pretty famous verse that we read, chapter 7, verse 20. In the book of Micha, where it says, Titen Emet leYaakov, meaning you give the midah of Emet to Yaakov. But we know that Yaakov is Tiferet. So, the teachings of Kabbalah will explain to you that Tiferet is not necessarily beauty, rather, it's midat ha-Emet. So when we have Tiferet Shebatiferet, then we see a nice combination. Either it can be truth that is beauty, or the beauty that is truth. So either way you're looking at it, it can be as follows. Tiferet Shebatiferet can be, I'll say it in Hebrew and then we'll translate. Yofi hi ha-Emet. Beauty is the truth. But you can switch it around and say, no. The truth, that is beauty. This is the Yofi, the real beauty in creation. So I explained that, I don't know if often enough, everything has a soul. Not only my body has a soul. Everything has a soul. The teachings of Kabbalah explains that everything in creation will have not only a neshama, will have a nefesh and a ruach. So according to the Ari HaKadosh, he explains in many different places that even inanimates, they have a soul. A rock can have a nefesh and a ruach and a neshama, but not more than that. Only a Jew will have above that already what's called yichida and a chaya. Or the right order, if you're going from above to below, will be chaya and then yichida. But nevertheless, animals will have a nefesh and a ruach, inanimates will have a nefesh and a ruach. Everything has a neshama, and even something spiritual also has a neshama. So the teachings of Kabbalah explains that even the midot, they have a neshama. What means a neshama? It means a spiritual power that enlivens them. This is the easiest way to explain it, especially when we want to keep these shiurim, these classes short. The teachings of Kabbalah explain that the soul, the neshama of the sfira of Tiferet, is the sfira that is called da'at. So we have 10 sfirot. We spoke about it this morning. There's two approaches about the sfirot between the Ramak and the Arizal, Rabbi Moshe Cordovero and Rabbi Yitzchak Luria. I explained that a few times already, but nevertheless, both will agree that the neshama of midat ha-Tiferet is the sfira that is called da'at, because everything is included one inside the other. I spoke many times when I explained, especially in the Zohar classes, that everything is included in everything. So even when you have the 10 sfirot, every sfira will be included in it 10 sfirot. And I mentioned a few times that when we were going through the structure of the soul, I have mentioned that the neshama, our soul, has 125 levels. Why 125? Because we know of nefesh, ruach, neshama, chaya, yechida, 5 levels, but nevertheless, each one of them is included in 5, and each one of them is included in 5. Which will make the lowest of all nefesh, and the highest of all yechida sheba yechida, totaling 125 levels of the neshama. What does it mean levels? Not necessarily if you're imagining it in levels like steps. You can imagine it more like an onion that has a layer, and another layer, and another layer. What are these layers? Spiritually speaking, it's another level how the neshama can get a greater capacity of a godly revelation. So it's not necessarily in height, and definitely not necessarily in width. I would more express it as more capacity. And that's why now, before Mashiach comes, technology is very accessible, not to make my life easy, for me to start relating with godly terms. So now you buy a new phone, they will tell you, do you want a 12 gigabyte phone or a 24 gigabyte phone? I'm sorry that I don't know the sizes. I know it's not 12 and 24. Some people tell me, 24, there's no such a phone. So whatever it is, 16, 32, 50 something, whatever, it's totally irrelevant. But the phone looks the same like the other phone. How come this one has 64 gigabytes and this one has 12? Because the capacity is different. You can look at it in the same way in a computer, in a memory card, whatever it is. How come the physical size is the same physical size, but the capacity is completely different? Same thing here. Each neshama or each level of the neshama has a different capacity. How much godly light it can receive, and not only receive, benefit from it. Just to receive godly light, that's not a big chokhmah. How can you benefit from that? So nevertheless, everything will be included from the 10 sfirot. Sorry that I sidetracked, but it will be more clear now when I say that the soul of the sfira of Tiferet, of the midah, the attribute of Tiferet, the soul of it will be da'at. And that is the lowest of all sfirot that are called intellectual, the mochin. Today we spoke about a little about the level of machshavot. But when I look at the structure of the sfirot, I have to understand that the beauty, the completion, the harmony in the creation, that's the truth. When I see things that are not complete, they're not really beautiful, they don't work in harmony, that's not Emet. We spoke about it many times, how the Kadosh Baruch Hu, the midah of the Kadosh Baruch Hu, the chotam, the seal of the Kadosh Baruch Hu is chotam ha'emet. Kadosh Baruch Hu is Emet. Shem Emet, Torato Emet, Moshe Emet, everything is Emet. When I want to know what is the truth, is I have to see completion, beauty, harmony, and so forth. So when I have Tiferet Sheba Tiferet, then it's the combination, so to say, of beauty and truth together. So again, Tiferet Sheba Tiferet, it doesn't matter which direction you look in it, but it will be the unity. In Hebrew, it's actually not going to be the word unity, rather hitkalelut. That one is included inside the other. Where can you see something that is included one in the other? Take now a cup of hot water, put some instant coffee, put some sugar, now you mix it. Now the instant coffee and the sugar and the water is all mixed inside each other. Can you take it apart? Maybe somebody very talented can, but according to something simple, you can't take the coffee out of the water. It's already dissolved in it. This is called in Lashon Kodesh hitkalelut, that one is included inside the other. It's all mixed inside each other. So Tiferet Sheba Tiferet is when beauty and truth, they are so mixed inside each other that they form a certain reality. Where do you see the hitkalelut? The connection is that you can't separate them. And again, the analogy that I give is a cup of coffee, of instant coffee, you mix the water and the coffee and the sugar and the milk, you can't separate it. How are you going to come with some sophisticated device to pull the milk out? So this is, again, the Tiferet Sheba Tiferet is the connection between the beauty and truth, and they can be separated at this point. So again, going back, we always like looking for a reference in the Torah. The Torah is our reference for everything. Where is the Torah referencing this hitkalelut, this combination? Again, with Yaakov Avinu. Yaakov Avinu, in one way, was a very handsome man. That's what the Midrash says, that he was as gorgeous and handsome as Adam HaRishon. Bechlal, we know that Adam HaRishon was very, very beautiful, symmetric, everything. Why? He was the handmaid of the Kadosh Baruch Hu. So Yaakov Avinu was also said that klaster panim, that Yaakov Avinu was a very handsome and attractive individual, which is of course Yofi. This is why he's called Tiferet Israel. The beauty, then his name is Israel. And on the other hand, Yaakov, we know that it was Midat HaEmet. And again, we mentioned that, Titen Emet leYaakov, Chesed leAvraham, and so forth. Avraham got Chesed, but Yaakov got Emet. So we have a figure in the Torah that is holding both the beauty and the emet combined together. Very, very interestingly, if you take the word emet, it has a numerical value of 441. Take and emet is beauty. Take the word yofi, which is beauty. Sorry, emet is truth. Sorry. Nobody, either you're not listening or I'm going too fast. Nobody stopped me to tell me that it's wrong. Emet is truth. The numerical value, the gematria of emet is 441. The word beauty, yofi, is the numerical value of 100. Put 441 and 100 together. I said emet, truth, and beauty. Put them together. What do you get? 541. What's the numerical value of 541? This you should know. It's a very simple one. The word Israel. And Israel is Yaakov Avinu. His name, his exalted name, is Israel. Yaakov, it means Yud Akev. He's the lower part, the Madriga, the lower level, but he's still holding the Yud of the Yud Kei Vav Kei. But Israel, that's already a higher level, a higher Madriga. But nevertheless, so Emet and Yofi, beauty and truth combined together, brings you the Midah of Yaakov Avinu, who his name was Israel, same numerical value, 541. Check it at home, don't calculate it now. Trust me. So, what is the connection between beauty and Israel? Because we just saw a beautiful connection. You take the name beauty and emet and put it together and it's connected to Israel. So we learned yesterday and the day before that beauty is not necessarily something physical. We spoke about it yesterday and the day before when I was asking, should I be attracted to beauty? Because we're all attracted to beauty. It's built in us. And I said, one person will be attracted to a beautiful car. Another person will be attracted to a beautiful piece of jewelry. Another person will be attracted to a beautiful piece of art. But we're all attracted to beauty. The question that we presented yesterday is, should I be attracted to beauty? And the answer was a solid no. Why? Shlomo HaMelech told us, Sheker achen ve'evel hayofi. Don't go after something that shines. Not everything that shines is gold. Look for the inner beauty. So here, when we're talking about beauty, we're not looking necessarily at the physical beauty. We want to look at the spiritual beauty. The root of beauty, everything has a root. Everything is rooted somewhere because we, here in this world, is the last stop, which means that it got ascended from a place above. This is called a descending chain, which means that if it's in this world, it's rooted somewhere in the world above. We spoke that many times in the Zohar classes, how everything in this world, what's the root? So in some of the classes, we were backtracking, what is the root of colors? What is the root of this and what is the root of that? The root of beauty, when you're looking at beauty in this world, what is the root? Is emet, is the midah that is called emet. Which I told you before, that the neshama of that is da'at. So, practically saying, we want to take something practical, how to apply that. Then there are two ways how to exercise here. The first one, think of something that is pretty and beautiful in your surrounding, in your life. Maybe the view you see outside your window, maybe the beautiful car that your neighbor just bought, or whatever it is. And meditate on it and ask yourself, is this emet? Is what I'm seeing now that is so beautiful, is that the emet? Is this is truth or this is fake? On the other hand, you want to look at the same thing around. You look at something in your life that you know, this is emet. This is the truth. Now you want to ask yourself, is this pretty? Do I see beauty in the truth that I see in front of me? And needless to say that you want to have the desire to combine between beauty and emet, to make sure that what you're seeing that is beautiful, it's really emet, and what's really emet, if it's really beautiful. That's how you see when something is emet. There's even a saying, I don't know if it works in English. In Hebrew, they say that something that is deception or sheker or a lie is mechoar. It's not attractive. It's not nice. So I'm sure they say it also in English, that something is a lie. It's not attractive. It's not nice. It's not pretty. So we want to look at the beauty in everything. We want to see how we can connect between the beauty and truth in things in our life. And the most important thing is to see how can I find the beauty in truth and how I find the truth in beauty and know how to make sure that they're all combined with each other. And needless to say that my approach here is to constantly pursue truth. And we spoke about it already in the Torah, that the Torah warns us about many things. It tells us not to kill, it tells us not to steal. The Torah gives me a lot of warning. But there's one thing that the Torah tells me, I'm not only warning you, I'm telling you, run away from it. And this is anything that is a lie. Midvar sheker tirchak. This is not a saying from our sages. This is in the Torah. It says, Umidvar sheker tirchak. It doesn't say, what it means, from anything that is a lie, move away. It doesn't say from avodah zara tirchak, from idol worship, run away, or forbidden relations. That's how much the Torah is so against sheker. We spoke so many times about it, not need to repeat, but the things that the way how what I want to run after is to constantly look at the emet of things. If I see something in my life that is not emet, it's not 100% truth, that's where you want to take a step back, because you know it's not the reality, it's not the beauty, and that's where we want to use our da'at. Da'at is more my comprehension. And that's why the neshama of Emet and the Tiferet is the da'at, where I can look at something. Kadosh Baruch Hu gave me this knowledge, this ability to look. This is the truth. This is not the truth. And if I can't say the difference, then one of the ways of doing it is to see how if it comes out as something beautiful or not. Sheker will also always be something not attractive. Sheker, a lie, is always going to be something horrible and disgusting. Mezal Hashem, we want to take from that is not only to refining the midat of emet in me, is to pursue emet, is to constantly run after what is the truth. And practically saying is when you come to any situation, you don't know what I'm thinking. You don't know what I'm planning. I have to have the midat emet in me that I don't chas v'shalom do anything to another person, and I have to ask myself, is this really the truth? And if I really hold the midat emet, I will answer myself, it's not really the truth. Who am I kidding? It's not the emet. And you want to constantly strive to constantly hold the midah of emet. It's all emet. It's not about lying, it's not about deceiving, it's not about cheating and so forth. You follow the midah to emet, you'll be very happy and successful in your life. Bezrat Hashem.